The first night.
The floorboards creaked above me. He had just moved in. I hadn't seen his face, but I heard him. Every night, heavy footsteps, low music, and sometimes moans. I lay in bed, listening, heart racing, imagining, and last night I moaned back, just loud enough for him to hear. The music stopped, the footsteps paused, and I smiled. Let the game begin.
The package.
This morning, I found a package at my door. No note, just black lace, lingerie, my size, my style. I looked up at his window. The curtain moved. He was watching. I slipped the lace between my fingers. Still warm, still scented, still daring me to put it on. So I did, slowly, with the blinds wide open.
The first look.
That night, I caught him in the hallway. Dark eyes, sharp jaw, sin wrapped in skin. He leaned in, didn't say hello, didn't ask my name. He just whispered, "I heard you." My breath caught, my thighs clenched. I said nothing, but when I walked away, I made sure he saw what was under my coat. Just lace, nothing else.
The elevator.
I stepped into the elevator. He followed. Close, too close. The doors closed. His hand pressed the stop button. Silence. He pinned me to the wall. Didn't kiss me, just looked. His fingers traced the strap of my bra. Lower, slower, but still, not enough. "I want to hear you again," he growled. And then, he let me go. I wanted to scream.
The noise.
That night, I gave him what he asked for. I moaned his name, loud, so loud the walls shook. I slid my fingers lower, just thinking of his mouth, his hands, his voice. And just when I shattered, I opened my eyes and saw him watching from the balcony, hand on the glass, eyes burning, and he didn't look away.
The invitation.
There was a key under my door, no note, just an address. Upstairs. I didn't hesitate. I wore nothing but the lace and heels. When I opened his door, he was waiting, shirtless, barefoot, hard. For me, he said nothing, just walked over and dropped to his knees. He kissed the inside of my thigh, once, twice, and I forgot how to breathe.
The surrender.
He lifted me onto the kitchen counter, cold marble, hot skin. His mouth explored every inch of me. His tongue tasted every sound I made. And when he finally entered me, slow, deep, relentless, I broke. My nails dug into his back. My legs shook. And when I came, I screamed. Not his name, just one word, more. And he gave it, again and again, until I forgot who I was.
That sound again.
I thought I'd forgotten him. I told myself it was just a phase, a dangerous, beautiful mistake. But then, last night, I heard it again. That low, rhythmic sound. His voice through the wall, muffled, deep. He was talking to someone, laughing. And just like that, my thighs tensed, my lips parted, and my fingers slid lower, as if they never stopped craving him. I didn't hear what he said, but I felt it, deep inside.
The elevator.
We hadn't spoken in weeks, but today, the elevator stopped. Just me and him. He didn't speak, just stared, eyes trailing down my neck, like he remembered how it tasted. I swallowed hard. He stepped closer. His breath brushed my ear. "I miss the way you sound," he whispered. My knees buckled. I wanted him right there, pressed against the mirror, inside me again. Instead, the doors opened. He walked away, and I stayed there, aching.
The box.
I came home to a black box outside my door. No name, no card, just mine. Inside, a velvet ribbon and the scent of him. Underneath it, a small key and a note. You left a part of you here. Come get it. My whole body reacted. I hadn't left anything, except maybe a piece of my sanity and the part of me that only he could reach. I held the key all night, and I didn't sleep.
The apartment.
It took me 2 nights, but I went, key in hand, heart in throat. I opened his door. Darkness, warmth, him. He didn't move, just stood there, shirt undone, watching me like I was prey. I stepped inside. He locked the door behind me. The click echoed in my bones, and I whispered, I shouldn't be here. His answer, 2 words, but you are. Then his hands were on me, and I stopped thinking entirely.
Deeper.
His mouth was fire, his hands, patience and hunger. He knew exactly where to touch and when to stop. He undressed me slowly, like he was unwrapping a secret he'd waited too long to tell. When he finally slid inside me, I gasped, but he didn't move, not yet. He looked me in the eyes. You want more? I nodded, breathless. I want deeper, I whispered, and he gave it to me, every inch, every time.
Afterglow.
We didn't speak for a while, just lay there, tangled and damp. My fingers traced his chest, learning the shape of every breath. He looked at me like he wasn't finished, and I realised neither was I. He kissed me again, but slower, like claiming me. I was dizzy, ruined, and when he pulled me on top of him, I didn't hesitate. I rode him like I needed to forget everything but him, and maybe I did.
Not over.
I stayed the night, in his bed, in his arms, in his control. The morning light touched his skin like worship. I wanted to stay like that forever, but when I reached for him, he was awake, watching me. He smiled, and I melted. I never said goodbye, I whispered. You never have to, he said. And then he pulled me back under him, one last time. But I knew the truth. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning.
Hooked.
It wasn't just sex anymore. It was hunger, obsession, a need so raw it scared me. I'd spent hours lying there, legs still trembling, body still marked by him, wondering if I was addicted. Then he'd call, just a whisper, come up, and I'd go. No panties, no resistance, just need.
Nowhere else.
I stopped going out, stopped answering calls. My world became him, his voice, his hands, his tongue between my legs. He learned my body like it was a language, and he spoke it fluently. I was disappearing into him. And the craziest part? I didn't care.
Inside out.
He wanted more, not just my body, my mind, my secrets. He whispered them out of me, kissed them like they were sacred. Then he tied my wrists, looked into my soul, and said, now I want all of you. And I gave it, shaking, moaning, begging, until I was nothing but his.
The edge.
He pushed me to the edge, over and over. I cried his name like prayer. He growled mine like a promise. He left bruises I wore like diamonds. And when I thought I couldn't take more, he smiled. You're not done, he said. And I wasn't, not even close.
The storm.
We broke the bed, literally. Slats snapped, sheets torn. My voice was hoarse, his back was scratched. The neighbours banged on the wall, but we didn't stop. not even when the lights went out, because the storm was inside us and we wanted more.
The fall.
I told him I was falling. He didn't laugh. He kissed me harder. He whispered, "Then fall all the way." And I did. Right there, on my knees, his hands in my hair, my name on his breath. I surrendered, and it was beautiful.
All of me.
The last time, he didn't undress me. He looked at me like I was everything. I crawled into his lap, slow, aching, and slid onto him with a moan so deep, I swear the walls heard it. He held my face. "Look at me," he said. So I did, while he moved deeper, slower, until we were one heartbeat, one breath. And when I came, shaking, gasping, he said, "Now you're mine." And the truth, I always was.